What up? Wall Street Mania. Wall Street Mania. What up? I want to thank y'all for all the likes and views for the last video I just did, which is the 26-minute video for supply and demand. Definitely go check that out. Like I said, it's completely free. And also, too, right now, I'm waiting for a good setup on a trade. We ain't gonna waste no time. We're gonna jump into it. This one is going to be on market structure. So what is market structure? I always tell people this all the time. I don't care who you are. Everybody always comes to me and goes, well, how much money you got to put in? How much money you got to put in? Stop. You don't need to be doing anything unless you know how the market move. Again, you would not go buy a car if you don't know how to drive. It makes no sense. Why on earth would you jump into the market if you don't know how the market moves? So the market does three things. The market goes up, it comes down, and if you see this, it goes sideways. It only does three things. And when it goes sideways, this is called consolidation. When it's going up, it's called an uptrend. When it's coming down, it's called a downtrend. Plain and simple, people, right? So what does the market do? We're going to learn a couple different terms, and you've actually learned this term in my last video. Market is going to come up and it's going to make a high. It's going to come down and then it's going to come back up and it's going to break that high. When you get a break of the most recent high, this is called a break of structure, a BOS, break of structure. When it's in an uptrend, when it's coming back down, it's coming back up again, it's breaking most recent highs. In an uptrend, when the market is moving up, it's going to continue to make higher highs and higher lows. What is a higher low? Well, it was low right here, and now it's low right here. So it's higher, it's a low, but it's still higher than this low. That's why they call it a higher low. Why do they call it a higher high? Because this was the high point. It went down, it went back up, it broke that. Now it's a higher high, and it keeps doing this. Now, what is a downtrend? A downtrend is when the market is moving down and breaking lows. So it was a low right here. It came back up. It came back down. It made a lower low because it was lower than this one. It came back up. It came back down. When they break the most recent lows, this is called a break of structure as well. And an uptrend is breaking the highest point, which is a break of structure. And in a downtrend, when it breaks the lowest point, it is still called a break of structure on both ends. On a downtrend, though, it is making lower lows. It's making higher lows and lower lows. All right. You might have to watch that part back a couple different times. Then you get to the point to where the market changes character. What is a change of character? It's basically saying that the market just hit a U-turn. That's the easiest term without me getting technical and while everybody on YouTube going, blah, 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 blah. Screw that. It's when the market hits a U-turn. That's what we're going to say. So market is going to go up. It's going to come down. It's going to come up. You're going to get a break of structure. The market's going to come down. It's going to come up. It's going to break a structure. When it's moving in this direction, this means that the market is respecting what is happening. It's respecting the fact that it's an uptrend. Not all the time it does that. You might have the market come up and come down a little bit more, but overall it is moving up. I should be able to see on the charts that plain and simple that market is moving up. Okay, that's an uptrend. Then when we are reversing to a downtrend, when I talk about the change of character, right? The market is going to move up and then it's going to move down and it's going to break a lower, or it's going to break a low. So if it broke this low, you can consider it as a change of character as well, but it didn't break right here. It broke right here. So the market came down. We had a break of structure, but when the market came back up and didn't break this high and continued to move down, that's when we know for sure and we can have confirmation that right now we are in a change of direction. So now it's going in a downtrend. It was going up and now it's moving down. Plain and simple. This is market structure. It does this all the time. A consolidation, you can kind of say, I kind of put it here, but you kind of say when the market just kind of stays in a range. Let's say it went here, came back up, went down, came back up, and it kind of stayed in this zone, just moving left to right. That is a consolidation. That is the part where you want to avoid as much as possible in the market. You do not want to be in the market when the market is moving up and down and staying in a certain range like this. Stay away. Because if the market doesn't know what it's doing, how on earth can you know what it's doing? Stay away. Some people got strategies for that and everything. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't. Now we're going to move to the charts. All right, people. So now we are going to move to the charts so I can show you guys exactly what I was talking about. So if we're looking at this on a 4-hour time frame, because the bigger the picture, the more you zoom out in the stock market, the more you can see. If I'm zoomed in, I can't see too much. A higher time frame is going to show you overall what the market is doing. Okay, we'll get into that part in another video. Right now, we're just strictly learning market structure. All right. So from this video, let's look at this range right here. This range right here tells me I need to stay away. Why do I need to stay away? What did we talk about? We talked about that the market, hold on one second. Boom. We talked about that the market doesn't really have a direction. So you see how it's going up and doesn't really do anything. It kind of stays in one area. We're staying out. We're staying out of that because we don't know what the heck it's doing. We don't know what the heck it's doing, but that's fine. A downtrend. What is this doing right here, guys? Boom. What is that? What is that? That's a downtrend, right? Why is it a downtrend? Because you had a low right here. It went back up. It respected, the market respected the fact that it's in a downtrend. It made a lower low. And then it came back up and then went up a little bit higher, came back down and made a lower low. And then it kept going. So if we mark this out, look, I be having trouble finding these. Boom. So market did this. Came back up, came back down, came back up, came back down, came back up, came back down. So what is that saying, guys? This thing is making a downtrend. Now, from the video or from the picture I showed you guys earlier, this thing is not going to always be as clean as that picture. It's never. This is going to be your market right here. Now, what you can do, I mean, if you want to, you can always make a line chart to kind of see exactly what's happening. But that line chart is going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. You're in a downtrend now. Because we are in a downtrend, we need to look for sales. Anytime the market is moving down, you want to look for sales because it's going down. Sales means down. Or if you're doing option trading, which I used to do, that is called puts. You're looking for puts because it's going down. Always trade in the direction of the market. Always. Don't ever go against it. Don't ever go against it. Sometimes you can. It depends on a certain situation, but I go with the trend. Like this. Let me give you another analogy. If I am in training and I'm training to be a doctor, do I want to learn how to do surgery from the homeless guy outside or from the janitor or from the teacher? No. I want to learn how to do surgery from an actual experienced doctor. So if the market is going down, right, why on earth would I go against it? It's telling me it wants to go down. It's telling me it wants to move in a downtrend. So I'm going to follow that. So now that we got downtrend, look at this. We got an uptrend. Look at that. Look at that. And you know what's crazy? I ain't sold y'all no course, unlike other people. I jumped into it. I didn't send y'all on a rant for 30 minutes. We're going to do this. I'm showing y'all this stuff, and it's completely free. Check that out. All I ask for y'all to do is subscribe. That's it. And like it, and share it. Share it with your grandma. Share it with your grandpa. Share it with all of them. They need to learn it. Anyway, going up, moving up in an uptrend, look what the market does. Market comes up, comes down, comes back up, comes down, comes back up, break structure. You see how much structure is breaking? And remember that, guys, when you get a break of structure, That is a clear indication on what's happening. The market is moving down. I mean, the market is moving up. It's respecting the fact that it's going up. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Uptrend. And that's it right there, guys. That is literally it. And then I'll show you guys another direction right here, because I don't want this video to be too long. I want y'all to be able to study this. What is the market doing right here? The market came down, it went up, didn't break this high, came down, it broke this low, but didn't really break the low. It came back up, didn't break that high, didn't break that low. So this area is called consolidation. Consolidation. S-O-L-I-D-A-T-I. Couldn't spell for a second. This is a consolidation zone. And this is the zone when we say, we're good, we ain't finna trade, I'm finna stay away from it. Boom. Bada bing, bada boom, boom, bow. All right. Let's go over a little bit more. I'll give you guys one more. Again, I'm not even gonna say nothing. Seeing this zone right here, what would you consider that as? I'll wait. If you said downtrend, you are correct. Psych. You are in an uptrend. If you said uptrend, you are correct. Why? Clearly, that's just not use all these terminologies. It's moving up. It's in an uptrend. Why? Because it's moving up. That's it. That's it. All right. Let's look for a downtrend. Boom. Right here. This is a downtrend because the market's moving down. Plain and simple. This is an uptrend because the market is moving up. Now, you're going to get your change of characters because, again, the market went down and then it started making higher highs. So at this point, you got your change of character right in here, which is what we called a reversal. The market just hit that U-turn. It just said, nah, I'm going this way. Now I got to go to the store to go get some groceries. Boom, that's it. Or it's got to go get milk like my dad. It never came back. But anyway, it's another story. We'll talk about it another time. But that is all, people. I don't want this video to be long. I just want you guys to come and study this thing and look at it. But that is market structure. My advice, if you are going to trade, go for it, right? Learn market structure. Because if you get in like, man, I'm finna be rich, and you put your money in something and you get right here and you say, man, the market finna go sell off. It ain't selling. It's going down. I mean, I'm sorry. It's not selling off. It's going up at that point. So you're finna lose all money. And then if we are looking for buys, that is called a buy. And if you're doing option, it's called a call. That means it's going up. We're calling for it to go up, okay? But that is all I have for you guys. And I'll even leave you on this tip. For the ones that do calls and puts with options, if you guys spell out call and then you spell out put, right? Look at the second letter. If you're in a call, that arrow on the A, that means up. And if you're in puts, that U, that small arrow, or not really arrow, that's saying that you're going down. And that's a little small tip for the ones that are learning option trading. So I'm a futures trader, so I don't do options anymore. I'll go into another video later on why. But that is all I have for you guys. Again, please like, comment, and subscribe. Love you guys. Let's continue to make money and get out the rat race. Peace.